I have a problem. I have too many games and not enough space. I'm trying to keep good games and get rid of the trash ones. I'm gonna be looking at my game collection, and if there's a better version of the game, I'm keeping it. I tested hundreds of board games, and here's what I found out. Jump scare games. These are the classic Don't Wake Daddy. Oh, so much fun. There's so many trash toys of these versions. Pop the Pig, keep pressing his head until his belly pops, trash. Gobble Monster, keep putting toys on his tongue, jumps out and scares you, and it's done, it's trash. This one, you're just hanging things on a tree and it'll pop out and, Olaf's in there. Yeah, this one's a junk toy. Orangutan, keep putting stuff on a clothesline where a monkey's hanging in, and if you do enough and it's too much weight, it pops. This game has never fit inside the box. Hot Tub High Dive. Hey, keep pressing a button. Have a guy go to the top, and then he'll fall off, and then some foam will get shot in your face, and then ha ha, oh, so funny. Of all of them, this is probably more funny. It is actually funny. This is a one-time use toy. I wouldn't recommend this as a board game. If you want to save a jump scare style game, this is actually a good one. You take out the little animals inside the shark's mouth and it jumps out and bites you if you get the wrong one. The spring on the shark is really strong and it actually jumps really high and truly scares your children. The problem with this one is it is not consistent. Play a whole game, you go around, everyone does their turn, and it still doesn't jump. And you're just like, okay, that was pointless. For jump scares, Pop-Up Pirate is probably the best version to get. I play it with adults. I play it in large groups. We play teams. This one just works because you're actually doing something as opposed to pressing a button. For some reason, you feel like there's some sort of skill in sticking a knife into a barrel. I don't know how true that is, but it actually works. This one I would keep. If I could keep one jump scare game, it would be this one. The reason being, it comes with its own soundtrack as you're playing the game, really gets you in the mood as you're trying to grab the dinosaur's eggs. You're lifting a leaf really carefully, trying to reach in there with some pliers, trying to steal his eggs. The dinosaur jumps down and scares you, and it scares my kids every single time. They know what's gonna happen. They know what it's like. Always catches them off guard. This is a good one. This one I thought would be cool. I should have paid attention to the sand more on the box, and that stuff gets everywhere.
I don't like sand.
It is a mess in the making. If you buy this, you will have it everywhere. If there's a giant hole in the box, this is the sign that the developers are giving you saying, hey, this is a piece of trash. Please don't buy this. Why would you put little spaghetti pieces that could fall out of a hole in a box with a gigantic hole? I don't understand this. This game is pointless. I'm throwing it away.
Somebody touch my spaghetti!
If you love finding marbles all over your house, then play Hungry Hungry Hippos. Who knows why they put a giant hole in the game? Maybe it was to lose all the marbles, and that's exactly what it does. Thanks, Hasbro Gaming! Protect the Penguin is a super fun game. You should definitely play this with your family. You're taking turns, flipping a spinner, telling you which ones to hit. You're trying to avoid the penguin falling. It's a ton of fun. It's a classic. I'd actually keep this even though it has the big hole in the box. Operation, classic game. The problem is there's a giant hole in the middle of the board where the little small pieces that you need to keep in here keep falling out. Who thought of that? I don't like it. Ants in the Pants. Turbo Kids is a terrible name, but actually a really fun game. One person is blindfolded, the other person is grabbing the person who's blindfolded's thumb and moving around like a joystick, and you're trying to get them to move around the course without actually hitting any of the obstacles. It's a great game, very innovative.
I can't see.
That's the whole point. You're not supposed to see.
I'd recommend this for any age. It's a ton of fun to play. Great fun. Turbo Kids.
No!
Bluey Keepy Uppy game. This one doesn't work. Because of that, I have to say it's trash. This is an old game that's actually really fun. It's a frog that opens its mouth going around in a circle. You're flicking flies into its mouth. I play it every year with my family. That's why the box is all beat up and I have to put a big rubber band on it. It's a ton of fun. This is a good game worth getting. What do you get when you combine foosball and basketball? Trash! Don't buy this game. Jungle Jive was a hit for my family this year. We played it so many times. This one forces you to exercise in ways that's hilarious. You have an egg that plays a soundtrack where it's a sleeping bird. You have to pick up the egg and do motions while not waking up the bird. It's very sensitive, and some of the motions are difficult and some of them are very easy. Depending on who you're playing with, you can change the level of difficulty.
Oh, man.
Super easy to play, super fun. I would recommend this with adults and children. It is a ton of fun.
All right.
Highly, highly recommend this. This was a sleeper hit this year for me. Jungle Jive, check it out. Please play it. Fast Track. It's fun, but it's really short and it has no replay value. And frankly, it's a toy. Slide Quest by Blue Orange Games. This is like a video game and board game format. You have a board that everyone can manipulate with little sticks on the side. You're trying to get your main character to go to a certain spot without dying or falling off. You have to get them to do certain quests or tasks. As you progress, the levels change. This was super fun with the kids. They loved it. And it's a good dexterity game for them too. I would highly recommend this. Pitch Out. This is an amazing game for kids. I actually have this game underneath my coffee table. It gets used so much that it just stays there permanently. Flick discs, try to knock the other people out. There's supposedly roles and things that the people do and you could make it more complicated. But I just love it, the simple, fun way. You knock off all their pieces, you win. If they knock off all your pieces, you win. Kids love playing this. They play it so much. The game came in this case, the self-containing case right here. You open it up. Each section has 4 little discs in it. I love it. This is how all games should be. They should come self-contained where you don't need the box. Highly recommend.
You can't do that. Yes, I can.
There's that one game where you put sticks in a long cylinder.
Stop with the sticks, like so.
And then you have to get the marbles from falling out.
I don't want those marbles, not at all.
Kerplunk, I think it's called.
If it goes kerplunk, just so.
Honeybee Tree. This is that, but much better. A lot smaller, a lot more compact. Actually really fun to play with adults, believe it or not. This is Ice Cool. You're flicking penguins, you're going through rooms, trying to catch each other. But the way the penguins are shaped are very unique. They're very bottom heavy. The bottom tends to slide faster than the top, causing this wobble motion, which makes it interesting. You could do trick shots and get through doorways. I love this game. This is a really fun dexterity game. It's such a cool game and so popular that it's not only Ice Cool 1, they came out with Ice Cool 2, the sequel. You can combine these to make a gigantic maze, which I do every New Year's. And we basically flick all our characters trying to get from one point to the other point. If you fall out at any point, you have to go all the way back to the beginning and start all over again. It's a ton of fun. That's the way we play. This is a super fun game. Highly recommended if you like dexterity games. Very, very good game. If you have one friend that's constantly suggesting to play this game, there's something deeper going on there. I think you should look into that. I don't know what that means. Please love your child. Don't get educational games. Codenames is a game where you're trying to get your team to guess what the pictures or words on your cards are by giving a one-word clue. This game is actually really fun to play with kids. You'll be surprised how well they do at this game. I would recommend the picture version though with kids because that tends to be a lot easier if they don't know how to read. Do not get any specifically branded like Disney codenames, Harry Potter, or Star Wars. For some reason, it is so difficult. You have to be so well versed in that specific niche. Just get the regular codename pictures. This is a lot better. Last message. This is a ton of fun. You're trying to get your team to guess who killed you by trying to write clues on the board. The problem is the murderer also can see the board and he's gonna erase a certain amount of spaces. Super fun play with a group. This is a great game. Highly recommend. My daughter loves doing these seek and find things. This is actually a really fun game. If they really like this type of game though, Busy Town is actually a really fun game to play with kids. You just need to tell them the rules once, they'll get it right away and they'll play by themselves. It has your kids searching on a 6-foot-long board for certain pieces to keep them moving forward. It's a team game. They have to learn to play together. It's really fun. You're trying to get to the end before the pigs eat all your picnic food. How dare they? But it's a lot of fun. I would highly recommend this game for kids. My kids love playing this game. This is another I Spy type game made by Disney. It's trash. I don't even want to talk about it. It's terrible. This is actually a fun game for the kids. They love this one. It's all self-contained, doesn't make a mess. The red carrying case holds all the pieces. I don't even need the box. This is great. I'd recommend this one. Please, for the love of God, if you love your family, don't get Monopoly. If you're gonna play Monopoly, this is the version I would recommend highly with kids. Every time you pass go, you have to battle one of Bowser's minions. It's a ton of fun, keeps all the kids interested. It's actually the best version of Monopoly for kids I've ever played. I would highly recommend this version of Monopoly. Remember that one game that you always try to play but can never find all the pieces?
I don't understand this. This is so confusing.
Guess what? They reprinted it and it still doesn't fit in the box. They even advertise easier setup than previous versions because they know how bad it was to set this thing up.
Oh well. It got stuck.
NX4. This is a simple, classic game.
I won. Where? I can't. Here, diagonally. Pretty sneaky, sis.
Connect 4.
I actually love it. Snakes and Ladders or Chutes and Ladders. Trash. I like the movie. That's the only positive thing I gotta say about this one. If you like Clue and you want to play it with your kids, I would recommend Who Was It? Who Was It is a more kid-friendly version of Clue, but it is so much fun. It is not Clue, it is much better. It comes with a box, you turn on the game, and you don't have to read any rules, you don't have to explain anything, you don't have to make sure everyone's playing right. It'll just tell you exactly what to do. It's super fun. Highly recommend this for families. My kids love playing this game. Do you like playing this game? You gonna help me? Yeah. The co-host just woke up, so let's mic her up. This is Sequence for Kids.
My kids love playing that game, and also they just like playing that game so much, and they also love it, and also they really love them, so they can play it so much. They really love them.
Your kids love playing this game?
Yep.
You don't have any kids. What are you talking about?
Yes.
If you like Sequence, this is just a kid's version of it. It's pretty fun, I guess. Candyland. This game is trash.
Yeah.
This is an off-brand version of Trouble. Doesn't matter if it's on brand, it's still a terrible game. Haven't found a Haba game I didn't like. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right or not, but I say Haba. I don't know. They're made in Germany. Really good, high quality stuff. I recommend it. If you see Haba, just buy it. It's good. That's easy. Animal Upon Animal. I did a whole video reviewing this. It's a great game. It's another Haba game, so you know it's good. This is an example of don't judge a book by its cover because the box art looks terrible. This game looks like it should be trash. But the game is actually really fun. It's a secret vault that you're trying to break into as a family. There's no rules, no instructions. You just start the game and it'll tell you what to do as you go. Kids just put it on and play it. It's a lot of fun. My kids still love this one. This is a great game. I would highly recommend it. Bugs in the Kitchen. I did a review on this game. It's super fun. I enjoy it. I think it doesn't have a lot of replay value though, but good game. These are just some of the board games I would recommend for you and your family. Please check them out and enjoy them. And if you want to see more videos like this, let me know. And have a great day.